I wasn't supposed to walk into that room. But I did, and in that single moment, what I saw seared itself into my memory and changed everything I thought I understood about trust, boundaries, and even myself. My name is Claire Henderson. I'm 39, divorced, and for the past 5 years, I've been fostering teenagers. It's been a journey, full of heartbreak, joy, and mostly a deep sense of giving back. After my marriage with Tom ended, childless after a decade of trying and a mountain of resentment, I found myself lost. I needed a purpose. Fostering felt like a way to fill the emptiness. When Alex came to live with me, he was just 17. Quiet, polite, and guarded. There was something broken behind his eyes, like he'd experienced more than any kid should. But he was also sharp, intuitive, and unusually respectful, especially with me. I'd gotten used to some of the boys acting out, full of defiance and bravado. Alex wasn't like that. At first, our conversations were minimal: dinner, house rules, the basics. But as the weeks passed, something changed. He started helping out in the kitchen, asking about my editing work — I'm a freelance editor — and even began watching late-night crime dramas with me on weekends. It felt innocent, sweet even. So when he began calling me Claire instead of ma'am like he did at the beginning, I told myself it was a sign he was settling in. Maybe I just wanted to believe that. One Saturday afternoon in early spring, I returned from grocery shopping a little earlier than expected. The house was unusually quiet. I set the bags down and called out, "Alex, you home?" No reply. I figured he was napping. His bedroom door was slightly ajar. Something about it felt off. I don't know why I peeked in. Maybe I heard something subconsciously. Maybe it was just a gut feeling women get when something's wrong. I pushed the door open. There he was, half-dressed, lying on his bed, headphones on, phone in one hand, the other hand busy. You can imagine the rest. I froze. I didn't mean to stare, but shock has a strange way of holding you in place. My heart pounded in my chest. I felt a rush of embarrassment and something else. Something I didn't want to admit. I backed away quietly, trying not to make a sound. I didn't know what disturbed me more, what I'd seen, or the fact that for a fleeting second, I wasn't disgusted. I was intrigued. That night at dinner, I couldn't look him in the eye. He must have noticed because he asked, "Everything okay?" I nodded, lying. Yeah, just tired. But I wasn't tired. I was unraveling. Over the next few days, I couldn't stop thinking about it. About him. About that moment. It stirred something in me I thought I'd buried long ago. A forbidden curiosity. I hated myself for it. I was supposed to be the adult, the role model. Not some lonely woman projecting feelings onto a teenager. But he wasn't exactly a kid anymore. That summer, Alex turned 18. Legally, that changed things. Emotionally, it only made them more complicated. We started spending more time together. At first, it was subtle, longer eye contact, compliments that felt a little more intentional, more grown-up. One night, we were watching a thriller together. A sudden, intense scene made me jump. He chuckled, and when I looked over, our eyes met. There was something in his gaze, serious, protective. "I'd never let anyone hurt you like that," he said, too earnestly. I caught my breath and tried to laugh it off. "It's just a movie, Alex." But he didn't laugh back. That night, I lay in bed staring at the ceiling, haunted by thoughts I couldn't push away. I'd tried dating after the divorce, but nothing ever lasted. Men my age bored me, or made me feel like I wasn't enough. But Alex looked at me like I was everything, and I hated how much I liked it. Things came to a head one rainy Thursday. I was in the kitchen, cleaning up, when he walked in, shirtless, towel around his waist, fresh from the shower. It wasn't the first time I'd seen him like that. But this time, he didn't rush to get dressed. He stayed. "You okay, Claire?" he asked, drying his hair with the towel. "You've been acting kind of weird lately." I laughed nervously. "Weird? How?" "I don't know. Like you're avoiding me." "I'm not. You are." We stood there in silence. The tension between us was thick. I could barely breathe. Then he stepped closer. And I didn't stop him. His hand brushed mine. I should have pulled away. I should have said no. Instead, I whispered, Alex, this isn't right. He looked into my eyes. Maybe not, but it doesn't feel wrong. That night blurred into something I still can't sort into neat boxes of right and wrong. I wish I could say I stopped it, made the responsible choice. But I didn't. And the truth is, it didn't feel like a mistake at the time. It felt like a release. Like something inside me had finally awakened after years of being shut down. The guilt came later. Not because of the law, he was an adult, but because of what I was supposed to be to him. A safe place. A home. I crossed a line I swore I never would. Even though he pursued it too, I was the one who should have known better. After that, things got complicated. For a while, we pretended it hadn't happened. But of course it had. And it changed everything. Eventually, Alex left for college. We said goodbye on the front porch. He hugged me, longer than he should have. Take care of yourself, he said, voice tight with emotion. You too. I haven't heard from him since. Sometimes I wonder if he thinks about me. If he regrets it. I do. And I don't. That chapter in my life taught me that loneliness can warp even the best intentions. That love, or something like it, can show up in the most unexpected forms, at the worst possible time. I never expected to walk in on my foster son in that moment. But I did. And I'll never forget it.